Sunday night, man. Shorter night, just by one match. But we're going to get right into it, man. And we're going to start with the EST of WWE. Bianca Belair going one-on-one with the murder clown herself.
Oh, yeah.
Asuka. Now, we know Asuka is definitely due for a WrestleMania moment.
Oh, yeah.
We know what Bianca Belair brings to the WrestleMania stage. So something has to give, don't you think?
I think so.
Well, in my opinion, I got Bianca Belair retaining this title.
Man, that's crazy.
And the reason why I got Bianca Belair retaining this title is because I feel like there's a heel turn on the horizon. I don't know when.
It's coming.
But it's coming.
I can see it.
Now, I could be wrong. Like, Asuka could be leaving out of LA with the title. And we could just be looking at a new era on the Raw division as far as with the women's, But I just feel like with the way Bianca is booked, as strong as she is, and the way the build has been, the build has not been all that great. It doesn't give me a reason to feel like Asuka is going to win the title.
It don't feel like
her coming out spitting blue and green goo and, her just staring at the WrestleMania sign with Bianca. That's not convincing me that Asuka is the lady that's, that I want carrying the Raw Women's Championship. Do I think they could do a lot with Bianca's character other than what they're doing now? Yes.
Of course.
Which is a heel turn, which is easing their way into a more aggressive, NXT version of Bianca Belair with the Raw title, And look, a draft is coming up. You can easily recycle baby faces over to Raw to give her more competition, give her a valuable opponent. And maybe that could lead to, something, a lightning in a bottle situation, with Bianca Belair being a heel. The thing is the fans going to boo her if she a heel? We don't know that.
She's going to have to find something up her sleeve to make them,
I mean, look, man. It's similar to the Becky Lynch situation, man. They're not going to boo Becky Lynch. Nah. They wanted to make her a heel. They were still cheering her. That's just how it is with heels. Like, some heels get cheered. But
mix.
Who you got though, Snoop?
I got Bianca too as well, retaining.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
that's crazy. No love for Asuka.
I thought about Asuka was gonna win it, but I don't see where is the energy at for me to see if she gonna win that title from Bianca. It's nothing but blue spit. Looking at the WrestleMania sign.
It's just what it is, man. Can they coexist?
Can they?
It's the rinse. We literally saw this with Bianca a few years ago with Sasha Banks. Them going out there, when really all they had to do was just go out there and just say, who's the best? Yeah. I'm going to prove the best. I'm going to prove that I am the best. That's the build. That's all we needed. And this is similar to that. Who is the best? Asuka or Bianca Belair?
I feel like Bianca should still win at WrestleMania.
Yeah, regardless of whether she turned heel or face, I just feel like, man, with the way they build this, I'm not really feeling it. I wanted the murderous Asuka. I wanted a heel Asuka going against a baby face Bianca Belair and a heel Asuka, triumphant over her. Now I want to see going back to dancing and blue mist and blue goo Asuka. I want to see murder clown Asuka going out there stretching women to pieces. That's what I want to see.
And you never know, we'll probably end up seeing that Sunday.
We might. And that's what I need to see. If we see that ferocious Asuka, then Asuka will win that title. Yeah. But, something gotta change my mind in the next 24 hours. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Come on, though, get your booking right.
Hey, I'm just saying, man, creative. The booking is fine.
Yeah, creative.
Creative sometimes is a little
iffy.
Fatal 4-way women's match, man. We're going to go ahead and get this out the way, man. Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, Raquel. You got Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville, and you got Natalya, I believe, and Shotzi Blackheart. So, another match with, I'm guessing, a future women's tag team title match on the line, I'm guessing. And, none of these are actual teams, so I don't know how I can really put a lot of stock in any of these teams outside of Ronda and Shayna.
I was about to say, you could.
Ronda and Shayna is the only legit team that I feel like is going to come out of this match. And that's no disrespect to none of the women involved. Like, 'cause I feel like they all got great stories. Like Chelsea Green, you know, coming into the company, now she in WrestleMania. I like Liv being in, you know, being on the card. I always like seeing Liv. Raquel Gonzalez.
Finally, they
and her first match at WrestleMania. So, like, look, Shotzi. I just like to see women get a chance to be able to shine on the big stage. But, you know, this is a match that Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler should win easily.
And I hope in like near down the line, I hope Raquel get a heel push too.
I mean, it's possible. Look,
she was actually a good ass heel in NXT.
If they talking about bringing up more women from NXT and, you know, whatever it may be, you know, it's a lot of baby faces down there in NXT. So you bring a lot, Roxanne Perez, look, you put her perfectly in there, man, you know, once she's ready to come out to the main roster. Nikita Lyons, she would have been perfectly ready.
Yeah.
You know,
Roxanne.
Before she got injured. You know, Roxanne Perez, like, you know, it's women down there in that NXT, down in NXT. So be on the lookout for that.
The girl Tiffany.
Tiffany Stratton, man. I feel like she's gonna be down there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But hey,
she coming.
Yeah. She coming. Sure. Like you can see she's a star. Best moonsault. Best moonsault.
Yeah, for sure.
Brock Lesnar. Against Omar. Omos.
Lord have mercy.
Expect this match to be real short.
Yeah.
And Brock Lesnar is
that's his guy.
That's my guy.
That's his guy.
It's a shame that this is easily probably going to be one of Brock Lesnar's worst matches. And, you know, who knows?
Would you rather see Bobby and Brock Lesnar again at WrestleMania? Or Omos and Brock Lesnar?
Look, I will say this, though. The way they build this as just two big guys just going at it, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the only intrigue that I have in this match because I'm not a big Omos fan. And, you know, when it comes to Brock and bigger guys, you know, we all know Brock works better with smaller guys. Like, so that's already, I'm curious on what this match, how it's going to be laid out. We all know it's going to be finishers galore, you know. Yeah. So we got to expect that.
Let's just pray there'll be no botches.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a botch or two going to be in there. It's going to be a botch or two. Like, I mean, look, if I had to set the botch meter, I would say it's probably going to be a total of 3 botches. I might be a little lenient, only because it's Omar, but I think the match will be short enough where it'll be at least 3 botches. The rest of the match will probably be, you know, finishers, things like that. It's going to be setting up for that Brock Lesnar F5 on Omos, that WrestleMania moment, and I think that's going to be the end of it. But 3 botches.
How many suplex cities you see?
Oh, I see Omos going to Suplex City.
Yeah.
I see him going to Suplex City. I don't know how many times, but
he gonna try.
You know, they clearly been building it up, you know, Brock Lesnar, you know, every time he tried to get the upper hand on Omos, you know, he just getting thrown out the ring. So they clearly building to Brock Lesnar doing some supernatural, superhuman type stuff at WrestleMania, whether it be an F5 or whether it be taking him to Suplex City. But I got Brock winning. Like, I just don't see Brock. Like, we got to remember, Brock hasn't won a WrestleMania match in a very, very long time. And I don't have him just going into another WrestleMania and losing to Omos.
No, almost.
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
I mean, is it almost or is it Omos?
JD said almost.
I guess. You know, JD my guy, like, but shit. I mean, look, he's bad. Okay, Omos not good. I expect this match to be short. Brock Lesnar, man. What you got, man?
I got Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, man. Let's move on.
Couple of F5s, boom, win.
A match that I'm also looking forward to that I can feel like can steal the weekend, man, in my opinion, and that is Edge versus the Demon, Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah. We ain't see the Demon.
Inside, not the red cell, but the one that Mankind flew off.
When the Undertaker choke slammed his ass off the guy.
We talking about that one.
That one.
The legend, the classic Hell in a Cell.
Oh, he threw the cage. No matter.
We talking about that one. That's making a return back at WrestleMania, and I feel like that's easily a Triple H decision.
Gang.
Shot gang Triple H.
Yeah. You doing right, bro.
You doing right.
We want to see that rubber ass red cell.
We don't want to see the Hell in a Cell. We don't want to see the pay-per-view. We definitely want to see that red piece of shit. Because all it does reminds me of The Fiend. And it reminds me of Seth Rollins. That's all it reminds me of. The red light match. But they're getting rid of that, thank God, for this one special night. And we get to see the classic Hell in a Cell match. Edge, Finn Balor, man, we all know.
That's a banger.
That's about to be a banger as well, man. You know, every time they've been in the ring, whether it's been tag team matches, their match at Extreme Rules was a banger. Every time they ain't pretty much been in the ring together, it's been an exciting match, you know, and it's been dating back to when Edge been kicked out of Judgment Day, you know, by the rest of Judgment Day. You know, and Finn Balor was pretty much appointed, you know, in his place. So you can argue, like, this has been some good-ass long-term storytelling.
And it may actually make sense that Edge should win this match. Because just the simple fact that, man, Judgment Day has been beating the shit out of Edge and Beth through all this whole fucking storyline, bro. This whole fucking feud that been going on. So, yeah, I see Edge, you know, taking it to him with Finn. And it's going to bring a lot of more out of Finn, too.
Yeah, I think, Finn Balor, man, I feel like he definitely deserved to be in this spot, you know, especially fighting a big match with some stakes. You know, I feel like, you know, being that this is a fitting end to the feud, you know, inside Hell in a Cell. You know, the Demon's coming out. That's why I'm going with Finn Balor. I don't think Triple H is going to book the Demon to lose.
Yeah, see,
twice.
I was about to say that. The Demon.
We all know the debacle that was Extreme Rules with the Demon. You know, people want to forget that. I personally want to forget that. It was during the Thunderdome. A lot has changed. I feel like, you know, with Triple H being in charge of creative, bringing the Demon back, we all know Triple H loves some Demon. You know, dating back all the way to NXT. We know. So, for that one reason alone, I got Finn Balor winning this match. And honestly, I mean, it gives Finn Balor a big win that I feel like he deserves. Like, you know, Edge, we all know this is his final year. Like, we know Edge, you know, he had that chance to win the title. He didn't win that championship. As much as I would love to see Edge have a title run before he hangs it up, you know, I'm not sure if he has that much time on his hands, you know, especially with Edge having the type of schedule that he got, you know, so.
Ain't like another pay-per-view to go back to Canada?
Yeah, it's possible. He said his last match is going to be in Canada. So you know, whenever WWE is back in Canada, you know, that's possibly going to be Edge's last match. You know, he stated it last year, and we know Finn Balor, man, he's going to be on this roster, you know, past Edge. And I think this would be a big rub for Finn Balor to get this win and, you know, move on from this everlasting feud.
Yeah, and I feel like Judgment Day probably moved to SmackDown.
I also agree with that as well.
I mean, they do what they need to do on Raw. For real.
It's nothing for them to do on Raw no more. Judgment Day, I feel like, is on their way to SmackDown.
And it's more like you can have more feuds with Judgment Day on SmackDown too.
I mean, you already got a face Legato team ready to feud with them right out the gate.
Yep.
You know, that's
already planned.
Yeah, that sets up easily a match at the pay-per-view at Backlash. You know, you got Legato, you know, maybe possibly teaming with them, you know, Rey Mysterio, go against Dominic in the Judgment Day.
Yep.
It's right there in your face. Like, you know, it gives, you know, Rey, Dominic, all those, you know, the Hispanic culture, you know, Damian Priest, you know, you got Bad Bunny hosting the show.
Hey, you never know. You probably get a Rhea Ripley versus Selena.
Hey, you never know. Selena might be involved into the match as well. You might see Bad Bunny as well. You never know. So there's a lot of things they can do out after WrestleMania. But I got Finn Balor winning this match, though, man. And what I feel like will be a banger. A fucking banger.
Cause they shit. Edge and Finn been throwing out bangers, but in the cell, it's gonna be
you had the cell in there, like, you know, it gives them a little freedom to be going there and wild out. I don't think Judgment Day is gonna get involved in this. In my opinion,
it should be just straight 1-on-1.
I just think that Finn Balor is gonna get that. He's gonna get the win over Edge somehow, some way. You know, I like Edge. I like Edge too. You know, Edge beat AJ Styles last year. You know, he got that win at Mania. So. We'll see. But a match that I want to fucking see, that I cannot wait to goddamn see, that I'm just, oh my God, that I'm just, oh my Jesus, I just can't wait to see. And this goddamn triple threat match for the IC title. and we talking about Gunther, we talking about Sheamus, and we talking about Drew McIntyre, man. What can we say? I mean, they just gonna beat the hell out of each other. All we can do is give you the finisher. All we can do is give you the finish. In my opinion, I think Sheamus is gonna win this match. I think he's gonna win the IC title. I think he's gonna pin Gunther because I feel like, man, at the end of the day, Gunther can take a L because he's booked that strong. Yeah. And you book him after WrestleMania, you book him like a monster. You book him to go ahead and position himself to be in the title picture, and that's it. Gunther is ready. Like, he already made buzz with the IC title. He made it relevant.
Finally.
He made it relevant.
Finally.
You know, he made it to the point now Sheamus can take it as the workhorse championship and put in work with it going forward. You know, Sheamus, the title that he's never held. Like,
and it makes sense.
You know, I don't understand the geeks that's out there saying that Gunther should retain the title because he needs to break the honky tonk record. Like, but who cares? Like, who really cares about the honky tonk record?
But if he retains the freaking the IC title,
so then
what's
next?
What's
next? When does he lose it at that point? Does he lose it to Sheamus down the line? Because we already saw 2 matches already against Sheamus, and Sheamus came up short. So if it's not now, then it's who knows when. That's why Sheamus. I mean, look, it opens up the door for Drew McIntyre not taking the pin. It opens up for a Drew and Sheamus feud, possibly for the IC title with something on the line.
Backlash or maybe SummerSlam.
Possibly. You know, Gunther can be in the mix. They can run it back in Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. But Sheamus got to win this match. Sheamus got to win this match.
Yeah, I'm going with Sheamus too. He deserves it.
He deserves it, man. Look, he deserves that big stage, man. Like, we all remember Sheamus, like, you know, the debacle that was 18 seconds, him winning the title. Like, that's not WrestleMania moment.
That's
like,
bullshit.
Him winning the IC title against 2 dominant men, 1 dominant champion, I think would definitely do justice, in my opinion, for Sheamus.
Yeah. Well, definitely.
So.
And it gives Sheamus that, you know what I'm saying, push that we all been waiting for a very long time.
Sheamus is IC champion. I'm not gonna complain about that. You know, I could think of a lot of matches that he could have with guys. You know, whether it be call-ups, whether it be debuts, who knows, man? We talking about Sheamus here. Talking about a former world champion, a guy that's known for bangers now.
Won a Royal Rumble.
Like, his resume speaks for itself.
Come on, bro.
But main event.
Here we
go. This is what this whole show has pretty much been built around, like, and that is your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, defending the championship against the 2023 Royal Rumble winner himself, the American Nightmare,
Cody Rhodes.
Undeniable, Cody Rhodes.
It's gonna be a good match.
Big match, man. Big stakes. It's good to finally see, you know, actual full-time main event, wrestlers, not part-time and legends. No disrespect to the Stone Cold Steve Austin, because I thoroughly enjoyed myself last year watching the main event with him and Kevin Owens. But it's good to see, full-time wrestlers actually getting that spot in the main event. Cody Rhodes, a guy that bleeds and just dies for this sport that we call wrestling, against probably one of the best champions of this generation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the Tribal Chief.
Oh, yeah. Tribal Chief.
Big stakes on the line for this. And, I've been going throughout the week. I've been fighting with Snoop. I've been telling them how I felt about the match. And I think I'm going to stand on my laurels. And I'm going to say that Roman freaking Reigns, not Seth freaking Rollins, but Roman, the Tribal Chief Reigns, will retain this title. And he will continue his reign as WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. And the reason why, and I'm going to keep it short and simple, Cody ain't did enough.
He didn't, right? Come on, y'all. That's
he hasn't did enough. Cody Rhodes hasn't been through adversity. Him laying on his back in defeat will really start the Cody Rhodes redemption arc. Yeah. It will really start what was really supposed to start last year before the injury. And it can finally put his story into play.
Yeah.
Him being the biggest loser on the biggest stage will only set a fire under Cody Rhodes. Going through that. He hasn't been through anything. He came out at number 30 at the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. Coincidentally, number 30 at the Royal Rumble in his first match back. You know, he wins the Royal Rumble over a guy that been in there for an hour.
It's too easy.
It's too easy for him, you know. And look, I look at it, man. Cody Rhodes just hasn't did enough. Yes, he ended the undefeated streak of Solo Sikoa, but you can argue he didn't even go through a bigger test with that. We talk about the enforcer of the bloodline.
Come on now.
You know, so I just think, man, the more and more I think about this, Cody's the guy. He's the guy. I think, you know, when it's all said and done, if it's anybody that Roman Reigns is losing that title to, is Cody Rhodes. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, if he doesn't lose it now, then who is he losing to? That's not the point. Like, the point is, do you want to end something prematurely?
Like, come on now.
Which is Roman Reigns' title run. Do you want to end it because you feel like Cody is the guy? We get that Cody is the guy. But what Cody is not right now is Roman Reigns level. And Roman Reigns is in God mode right now.
Y'all must be living on the rock.
Y'all must be living on the rock or something. Because Roman Reigns is not looking like he's letting up. Yes, it's possible he may take a break after WrestleMania, but what's any different than what he did last year? Coming out of WrestleMania, becoming the undisputed champion. He took his break. He wrestled his matches. I believe he wrestled at Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
He wrestled at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, he did.
No, did he wrestle that?
No, he ain't wrestling.
That's what I'm saying. You know, he wrestled at Backlash. He wrestled in that 6-man tag with RK Bro and Drew.
Yeah.
And you didn't see Roman Reigns again until SummerSlam when he fought Brock Lesnar.
And that's how it should be.
You know, so like I said, Roman Reigns working on that light schedule that he does is you know, it only makes him a bigger final boss than what he is, because the guy that beats him is going to be a main man. And I think Cody Rhodes, when he beats him, he's going to know that he's ready. And Cody Rhodes probably thinks he's ready. Like, I think Cody Rhodes is ready.
No, Cody Rhodes ready.
He's ready.
It's just
right now, I don't think ending Roman Reigns' title reign is good for business, if you ask me. Like
1,000?
Like, never mind 1,000 days, because we all know he's not passing Hogan and San Martino. He's not passing them. Like, he's not passing none of those people. But ending something prematurely, like, why the fans and the crowd is still, you know, it's still more story to tell.
Yeah.
With both guys, Roman and Cody. Like, I feel like Cody Rhodes is shoehorned for a feud with Randy Orton right out the gate.
Oh, no,
I think Randy Orton can play a huge part in how he loses tomorrow. I mean, how he loses Sunday. Mm-hmm. If you ask me, that's how I feel. And, you know, somehow I think Cody Rhodes is going to have to go through that redemption arc of losing the Roman Reigns on the grandest stage and coming back even stronger. SummerSlam would be a good time for him to lose that title. You know, 3 months, Roman would be well over 1,000 days to Snoop said. That's all I'm saying, man. How you feel, Snoop?
I mean that's the perfect way to set it up. To have Cody beating Roman at SummerSlam.
It's too predictable.
Right.
It's too predictable. Cody Rhodes beating Roman Reigns, a guy that hasn't been pinned since 2019. Like, this is a big deal. Like,
you gotta have Roman win another WrestleMania.
You know, Roman Reigns is main event WrestleMania as a heel 3 years in a row. Yeah. You know, so if you're putting Cody Rhodes over him at Mania, I hope that you have a plan going forward, which they said they do, but
I hope they do.
I really feel like the plan is a lot better with Roman Reigns as champion. He's that final boss. Do you want to end it at WrestleMania?
Do y'all want to end it at WrestleMania?
You know, the Usos losing their titles and Roman retaining, that adds more layers to this story. Like, y'all do know that. You know, we all know Jey Uso, he wants another bite at Roman Reigns in some way or fashion. Like, he is blood. I mean, they blood and bloodline, they always been, but we all know this started with Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. It's eventually going to end with Jey Uso and Roman Reigns one way or the other. So, Roman Reigns retaining the title would not be the end of the world. Cody Rhodes is not buried if he loses that Mania. Because to be honest with you, his story is not that enticing for me to be fully invested in him beating Roman after not being pinned for 3 years. That's all I'm saying.
And then he barely even, you know,
he was out for 7 months.
Like, come on, you gotta make it make more sense.
Like,
Make that man.
His highlights is, of course, winning the Rumble, but outside of that, his highlights was putting on 3 fantastic matches with Seth Rollins. That's it. That's all I can go off. Now, if you're telling me that's why he deserves to be champion, then I don't feel like that's enough.
It's not. I'd rather Cody Rhodes lose, make him feel that humbleness. You know what I'm saying? That when the SummerSlam hits, it's gonna hit different.
And we don't even know if it's gonna happen at SummerSlam. That's just, you know.
That's if it happens.
Like, I mean, he should have had if Cody Rhodes would have had a Sami Zayn type push throughout this whole thing, then he would be over. He would be over to the point where the crowd wants him to win the title. They would feel like it's a need for him to win that title. But is the people really behind Cody Rhodes up to that point where they want to see him dethrone Roman Reigns right now? We don't know. We don't know. And that's what WWE is, you know, pretty much fighting about in these next 24 to 48 hours. Is who gonna be the face of their, you know, their company coming out of WrestleMania. So I'm going with Roman. Who you going with, Snoop?
Going with Roman.
I mean, look,
you gotta make sense. Man.
You get KO, and Sami Zayn ended night 1 on a high note, and then you got Roman for the 3rd year in a row holding, you know, that title in the air, you know, as the winner of a main event, solidifying his legacy, and solidifying why he should pretty much keep the titles for at least another couple of months, in my opinion. I mean, you don't have no plans of, you know, doing the brand split and all these things like that and having 2 titles, then why take the titles off Roman?
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's not going to hurt Cody.
Look.
It's not.
Cody is old. He's old.
No matter what.
Cody Rhodes, we all know, is the biggest babyface in the company right now. But we also know that, and wrestling fans know, that Cody Rhodes also hasn't been through enough adversity, in my opinion.
He gotta go to
he's
more
the guy.
Stages. Yeah, he's gotta go to more stages to get.
Yeah, man, he just gotta. Yeah, exactly. He gotta go through like similar to the Mortal Kombat stage. It's like you gotta go through them.
You gotta go. You gotta get to. If you want to get to Shane Song, you gotta get to that man. Point blank period.
Period. He's final balls for a reason.
Right.
Like you can't just give that win to anybody. And Cody Rhodes the guy, but I mean, not yet. Not right now.
You just gotta put as Cody Rhodes as Luke Kane right now.
Look, man, he got a redemption story. Yeah. Everybody does. We all know parts of his redemption story. We all know he came back to WWE to chase the one thing that has eluded his family for years, up until Dusty's death. You know, and that's that WWE title. And he's this close. You know, he can smell it. He can feel it. But like with every story, man, it comes from heartbreak.
Oh, yeah.
And that's that second act of the story, which is, you know, coming back from that devastating injury, winning the Rumble, and thinking, you know, it's just everything is life until you get brought back down to earth. You're on cloud 9. You feel like that title is destined to be in your hands. Little do you know, like, you're going against the biggest heel in the company, and he somehow finds a way to retain. Okay. That sets up the third act, which is you coming back even stronger and mentally stronger, and avenging that loss. Period. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Definitely does.
But that's our predictions for WrestleMania. 2-night event. Mm-hmm. April 1st, April 2nd. You know, we're going to be tuning in. Only on Peacock. You know. Bunch of bangers on the card. We just went through them all.
Oh, yeah.
And we already know it's going to be some big surprises that's going to come that, you know, also as well. And it might be another match that might be announced on the show. So, you know, until then, you know, we'll just have to wait and see ourselves, man. But me and Snoop also decided we was going to pick who we think is going to have the best entrance. Who we think is going to have the best entrance.
Who?
And in my opinion, it's only one guy that I feel like will have the best entrance for a WrestleMania this star-studded. And that is Mr. Pyro Man himself, Cody Rhodes.
Nah, his shit would be crazy.
Y'all want to talk about millions of dollars of pyro being used? It's going to be used on that one entrance alone. Cody Rhodes.
That fucking SoFi going to be in that bitch. That joint going to be going everywhere.
Hey, look, who you got, though?
Stuff freaking Rollins.
I like that. I like that.
Cause now that his song is a buzz now, like it ain't like how it was last year. It was just catching on, but now, up in so far this year, you're gonna be hearing the crowd has been going on.
It's probably gonna get amplified.
That shit gonna be sound.
It's gonna be a lot of entrances that are gonna, that's probably gonna give me goosebumps.
You're gonna be swagged out. Of course, Steph Rock gonna be swagged
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Mr. Drip guy himself.
Saturday and Sunday, y'all, man. Y'all be on the lookout, man. WrestleMania, man. Here at Rams House TV, man. Wrestling enthusiasts, Rams House TV hosts, Rams content makers. Y'all already know you're geeks, man. Y'all go follow us, man. Follow and subscribe as well on our Instagram and YouTube pages, man. We making loads of content, wrestling, football, whatever y'all want us to do, man. Y'all just hit us up in the DMs, man. Y'all give us some ideas, man. We working, man. It's a new year, man. Also, we will be out on the West Coast in the month of May, man. So if the Ramley, by any chance, wanted to link up, man, y'all want to link up with Rams House TV, man, we definitely can make that happen on the weekend of the 19th. So y'all be on the lookout, man. We'll be definitely taking a little vacay out there, man. Me and Snoop.
Oh yeah. And I know the Rams have been asking Rams House TV, yo, when y'all gonna come to a game? Just have to wait to find out.
Just have to wait to find out, Ramley. You already know we got that schedule release coming up real soon, so we'll find out what we'll be playing at, as far as like on the road and at home, Ramley. So we definitely gonna have a video posted for that. Also, as well as that draft content coming up soon in the next week or so.
It's gonna be a lot of shit dropping. It's gonna be a lot of shit dropping this year. Season 4 is here now.
It's here, man.
Shout out to Fireman, you know what I'm saying? Season 4 edition, you already know. It's out now on every platform. You feel me?
Yeah, y'all already know, man. But until next time, man.
You geeks. Whose house? Rams House.
Gang, gang.
Gang.
You geeks.
You geeks. See y'all again soon.
And enjoy WrestleMania, you fools.
Yeah. Fucking